and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Peachy and this channel is all about my Sylvanian Families collection. In today's video we're going to be opening the other Re-ment set that I got for Christmas. It's this one here, the Petit Chocolaterie, I think it would be in French. I didn't take French at school, so that's probably a terrible pronunciation. I think here we'd call it a chocolatier or a chocolatier shop. This set was released in December 2024, so hot off the press. It came from Amazon Japan, and the last time I checked it was still in stock on there if you did want to pick one up for yourself. I also have the lovely Veronica cake bread here to help demonstrate scale for us, and also I just thought her uniform went perfectly with the vibes we're going for today. And the building I'm going to use to look at the scale is the new tailor's shop. So this is the Town series building. It's the same mold as the Blooming Flower shop, also from the Town series, but just the colours on it just make me think chocolate shop. It looks like it's got the white chocolate, dark and milk. So that's the building we're going to be using. So let's get started. So if you're familiar with Re-mints, this is not going to be new news for you, but for anyone who's not familiar with Re-mints, they come in a couple of different formats, so you can either buy complete boxes like this and they'll come with this label confirming a complete set, or you can buy the boxes out of the outer, this is the outer, and it will be a random selection. So they work like the blind bags we have in Sylvanian Families, except they're blind boxes. So this particular set has 8 different options that make up the wider set, and you can see them all detailed and numbered here. On the top of the box you can see what it looks like when it's all set up. The only annoying thing with this sticker is it gets over the top of the image. You can also see on the upper half of the box that this is what it looks like if you build the little diorama, which the pieces for are included in the box. So this is how everything will look all set up on that diorama piece. Then if we take a look around the box, you can see here's a piece of that diorama that you could cut out. It's a nice image on the back of a close-up of some of the smaller accessories. And here's another piece of that diorama. There's usually a stand on the bottom to help stand up your diorama. And then once we open it up, you'll see that there's the floor and back wall piece. Now usually these fit pretty well in Sylvanian buildings, and even if they don't, sometimes what I do is cut them down to size of where I want to use them. So a nice thing about buying Re-mints in this format is not only are you guaranteed the complete set, you also get these diorama pieces, which is like a piece of free flooring and free wallpaper. And if you've ever bought doll's house flooring or wallpaper, that can get quite pricey, so it's always nice to get it for free. Now let's go ahead and get it open, and I'll show you what the inner boxes look like. So here is what the inner box looks like. I like the design on this. It really calls out the level of detail in the small accessory pieces. Down both sides of the box it has your options, so 1 to 4 and 5 to 8. On the back there's a little setup image and also some safety information. Top of the box just repeats the name and shows a bit more of the set, and barcodes on the bottom. And with Re-mint you can tell the year by this copy right here, so this is 2024. The one we looked at the other day was 2022. So I'm going to dismantle this box a bit so I can get the flooring and wall bits off, and then I'll be back to open the boxes. So here's the flooring piece and here's the wall piece. They will go together like that. These are great if you don't have any buildings to put the accessories in, because you can make your own little buildings. And then this is what the box would look like if you were buying the individual boxes off a shelf. And here's how the diorama pieces look inside the Sylvanian building. The Town series in particular are a bit kind of wide for these, but you could definitely cut it down to make it work. You could probably cut it in half so you could have this whole part with the tiled floor. But I think I'm just going to use the shop as it is today and not worry about using the diorama pieces. So there we are, this is what we're working with. Veronica is raring to go, so let's start with the first box. And when we were looking at the country farmhouse one the other day, we found a pattern that it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for the options in the box. So let's see if this one is the same. I'm opening the first box on the left hand side, and if it follows the pattern, then this should be number 1. Oh, it looks like it might be. It is. So if you're ever buying Re-mints in the store and the box is new on the shelf, if you follow that pattern, you should hopefully be able to get the one that you're wanting. The only thing I'm not sure about is whether they package the two kind of sets differently. So whether the ones that are sold as a complete set are packaged differently in the factory. But anyway, this is number 1, called Fascinating Showcase. We get a display case piece and some lovely chocolates to furnish it with. So here it shows you how you can set it up on the diorama again, just in a bit more detail. And then Re-mint usually come with paper pieces. So here we've got kind of brochure, their chocolate collection for 2024, and then also some signs to put in the display case. So unlike Sylvanian Families, these are not perforated, so you do have to cut them out yourself. But still, I think they're great to have, and they really add some depth to scenes. It's always nice to have paper pieces. And then onto the actual pieces themselves. So here's the display counter, and that is a relief because I was slightly worried it was going to be too big for the Sylvanians, but oh my gosh, that's like the perfect size. Veronica was behind there, she can get her hands in, she can serve you quite easily, and she can still see over the top. So that's really great. If you watched the video the other week, then you'll know that in the farmhouse one, the table and cooker were almost a little bit too big. So I was then worried about this one. The scale with Re-mint is really, I don't want to say hit or miss because that's not really the right term for it, but it is quite, there isn't a set scale, so you're always taking a little bit of a risk. The accessories are usually fine, but it's the furniture that's always a bit of a gamble as to whether or not it's going to work out. So all of these chocolate pieces are individual. So I'll grab a couple of each variety so we can take a look at them. So there's 3 different varieties. There's a normal just white chocolate, what looks like a milk chocolate with this lovely gold R on it, and possibly some sort of strawberry cream and dark chocolate on this one. These are really cute. Whoopsie. I like that they're individual pieces. It means that you can kind of display them however you want, but you could also put them on, say, a buffet or in a kitchen or something like that. So you get 4 of each of those, and then you get this lovely display box. So it has space for you to put 4 chocolates of your choosing in there. It's got the RM for Re-mint on the back, and it also comes with this lid. And that clips onto the box, so you can have it as like a nice displayed package, like it's being packaged up to be taken home. There's a little serving platter. This would go into the display case with the chocolates on it. And also a pair of tongs. So these are not dissimilar to those we see in the Sylvanian range. They do work. Very simple design, but they do look realistic with the metallic paint that's been used. So that's option number 1. Then box number 2. And if it's following the pattern, it should be option number 2. So let's have a look. So yep, number 2. And this is the Bonbon chocolate that make my heart fuller option. And it comes with these pieces you can see here. For paper pieces, it looks like there's a certificate for number 1 chocolatier and some more signs to go in the display case. This seems like an awful lot of plastic to be using for a small number of items. Got loads and loads of individual chocolates there. They're flying all over the place. So in this one, we've got another set of the tongs that we've already taken a look at, so I won't dwell on those. Also another of the display boards. Then there's this lovely award that could be displayed in the shop. Guess that goes alongside the certificates. And then another box. This looks like cardboard, but it is plastic. There's space for 8 chocolates in this one. And the lid also fits on that nice and snugly. And another display item. So this is what would usually be a cake stand. Beautiful patterning on this. It really looks like patterned glass. 2 tiers, and then it's got a nice silver part through the middle. Really like that. That's going to be a great accessory for a number of different occasions. And then for the little chocolates, I'll grab one of each again to show you up close. So there's 2 heart-shaped ones. So there's a very bright red and a more maroon red. And you get 2 of each of those. Then there is yellow one, a zigzaggy one, and a square one. So the yellow greeny one looks maybe like it could be lemon, or if it's more greeny, matcha. Then you've got this one with zigzag icing on here and a little gold dot in the middle. And these are so tiny, you can see against my thumbnail that the camera is really struggling to focus on them. And then there's another square one, but this one's got little pink flecks on it, or red flecks, probably of a berry, so maybe that's a strawberry chocolate or maybe raspberry. And you get 4 each of each of those. So no shortage of chocolates. As you can see by Veronica standing here, the scale is very good. She could easily be holding that, or the nice big box of chocolates. Does not look out of place with her. So that's great. So that's option number 2. Box number 3 then. So I think this will be this one here, but let's find out. Yes, it is. So this is sweet and sour fruit chocolate. So it looks like there's some that come in boxes, and then another display board. These chocolate covered orange slices look delicious, and this nice little glass piece as well. So in here, looks like we're going to have to fold up those boxes, and there's also another couple of price labels. So here we have the glass piece. This is very nice. The lid comes separately. It's getting misted up from the heat off my fingers, but it's a very nice piece. It does look like glass. And then there's these little chocolate covered strawberries to go in there. So they sit in there just like this. So these ones are moulded together, but there's also a couple of individual ones. And this one has been sliced in half so you can see the strawberry inside. Again, this is so teeny tiny, but the detail on it is incredible. And then that can also be slotted into the glass piece so you can see that they're chocolate strawberries. There's that piece. There's 2 little chocolate covered, what I'm going to presume are maybe cherries. They look a little bit too small to be apples. You've got a white and dark one of those. Then these are the chocolate bars to go in the boxes that need to be made up. So on this side you can see the fruit infusions, and then you could also flip them over and just have them be normal bars of chocolate. I like the duality of these. I think that's really cool that you could use them in 2 different ways. Then we have the chocolate covered orange slices. So there are 4 of those. They're beautifully detailed. The orange is even slightly translucent. You can see the peel on it as well, and then the chocolate has some inclusions as well. Really lovely pieces. Another of the serving boards. And then 3 more little fruity chocolates. Probably a strawberry, maybe a lemon and a lime. Just judging by the colours. That's everything that comes in option number 3. And then box number 4. So it should possibly be this one here. Yep, so this is the Love at First Sight with Cuteness option. This looks very nice. I like these. And it looks like we've got another box to make up, another price tag, and a little thank you card with a bunny on it. That's cute. So firstly, we have this lovely pink heart-shaped tin, and it's not made of tin, but it does look like it could be, with the nice gold inner and gold inside the lid. It's very fancy. There are some stickers, so this is the sticker that can go on top of the tin. I don't think I'm going to put it on just at the moment because I kind of like it just like this. But it is heart-shaped. You can just about see that there if you did want to stick that on. There's also this ribbon piece which goes around the tin. So in the image it shows it slipping on just like that, which is very cute. Really like that. Because it slips on like that, it really does look like there's a ribbon wrapped around it. It's a great detail. Then these are very cute. We've got these 2 adorable little chocolate bears. So there's a little white one who's covering his eyes. The detail on this is lovely. It really looks like chocolate, but it also looks like they've been molded to have the fur. And then a little dark one who is holding the heart. So he's possibly milk chocolate with some dark chocolate features. They're very cute together. There's a cake stand. This is quite a simple piece, just white. Do you like the scalloped edge around it? We've got 2 kind of maybe cake pops or chocolate on sticks. Again, the detail on these is really lovely. And then we've got a few different smaller pieces. So there's these little wrapped candies or chocolates. They've got the nice gold R branding on them. There are red and orange colours, and there's 2 of each of them. And then there's also silver and gold wrapped candies or chocolates. Keep calling it candy. And they have the chocolate shop name on them, and these look pretty much realistic to how they would do wrapped in foil, so they're very nice as well. And you get 2 of each of those. So that's everything that came in this one. Then we've got box number 5. So we're onto this side now, and I think it should be the other counter piece. So this is the Captivating Beauty of Form option, and it looks like it's got a similar set to what was in option number 1, but some different colours and moulds. And we've got a poster here and 2 more little price tags. So here's the counter piece. And this is identical to the other counterpiece. I'm not sure if I said before, but this top bit can come off, so you could also use it just like this without the glass if you didn't want to. And the back of it is just hollow, so you could put storage in here. So we've got another pretty display box. I think this is the same mould as the one we looked at earlier, but it is a different colour. And the lid fits on and it has space for 4 chocolates of your choosing. Another of the display boards. Another set of the tongs. And then the chocolates for this one. We've got 2 here, which you get 4 of each. So you've got kind of a honeycomb shaped soft pink one just here. It's nearly the same colour as my hand, so it's a little difficult to see. And then a kind of swirly dark chocolate one here. And you get 4 of each of those. And then there's some beautiful little chocolate roses. So there's a pink, a white, and 2 of the milk. These are really nicely moulded. They have a flat bottom, so they'll sit nicely on the display, but those are absolutely gorgeous. And again, so tiny. And that's everything that comes with option number 5. Then we've got box number 6. So it should be this one here. This is the special baked sweet set. I really like this tiered display. I think that's absolutely beautiful. And in here it looks like we've got a little bag to fold up and some other display items. So this one has loads and loads of pieces. So let's start with this box. So it's got this nice silver shiny detailing all around it. This is like a macaroon box. That's the lid. And then here's the bottom. The bottom is just plain, but when it's all together, it looks really nice. Then here's the display stand. Now this looks slightly confusing. Maybe I'm just incompetent. I'll do it off camera. So here it is put together. Unfortunately, it is doing its best not to stay together, but once it's on a solid surface, I think it will be all right. This bottom bit is really fiddly. It just kind of sits in there, but not very well. There we go. And then there's the 3 plates. So these are just plain white, but the detailing and the finish on them is quite nice. They do look like porcelain. And these just sit in each of the tiers. Like so. And then you can obviously put all your sweets and things on them. There's 4 macaroons, various colours and flavours, so probably strawberry, lemon, either lime or matcha, and chocolate. These are really nicely detailed. They're not too dissimilar from the Sylvanian versions. Got 3 chocolate covered, I think these are called madeleines. Again, these aren't dissimilar to the Sylvanian versions, just that they have chocolate on them, which is a nice added detail, makes them look extra yummy. We have some stickers for cookies and snowballs, and they have to go in these jars. So these jars are quite basic, they're just clear plastic, and then each of them have kind of flat lid which fits on nicely. So the stickers will go on those jars, and then within the jars there are cookies and snowballs, and these are all moulded together. The way they've been moulded though does make them look like they've kind of been haphazardly put in the jar, so that's very nice. And that's everything that comes with option number 6. And then box number 7. And I'm rapidly losing the light now, so hopefully we can get to the end of this. Otherwise I'll have to come back and finish filming tomorrow. So this is option number 7, which is Melt in Your Mouth. And it looks like there's a lovely hot chocolate on this one and some gorgeous looking eclair type things. So this one has a couple of doilies, and then it looks like something that you'd wrap around, and a couple more price tags. So interesting, this one has a cardboard piece, it's a cardboard box, but this is all pre-bent and cut out, so all you need to do is fold it together, so that's nice. Then we have, this is gorgeous, this tin. So again, it's got the lovely gold inner, this one's got a white outer. The detail on this is absolutely beautiful. And in there go these chocolate pieces, I think. And there's also a couple of loose ones of those that you can also pop in the tin. That's really nice. We've got a little oval shaped platter this time. I'm guessing that might be to go in the bottom of the tin. Another of the silver platters. This lovely chocolate cake with some gold fleck on the top. You can really see the defined layers there. The detail on that is absolutely beautiful. Then we've also got another little chocolate cake. This isn't dissimilar to one that's included in the village cake shop, Sylvanian village cake shop. The camera's really struggling with these tiny pieces. And very nice. Then there's these two kind of chocolatey eclairs. These are super detailed. We've even got the little badge on them, probably made of chocolate with the R. Got lots of inclusions on top and detailing. Cream inside also looks very realistic. These are very nice pieces. And lastly in this one we have the hot chocolate. So this is all one piece, I don't think it comes apart. It's got the shop branding on it. It's like a takeaway cup. And it's got whipped cream and lots of chocolate sprinkles on top. That looks so yummy. And that is option number 7. And then last but not least we have box number 8. And it should be this one here. And this is the Dream Box chocolate, so it looks like it's a big stacking box of chocolate and also some hot chocolate here. The paper pieces on this one, we've got some more price tags, a little inclusion for the box with the types of chocolates, and also a little kind of business card, or maybe a points card. There's some stickers for this one. Oh my goodness, this is a big piece. So here again we have a paper piece that's already been cut out. And this actually feels like the kind of material a bag like this would be made out of, so that's interesting. Then here is the big chocolate box. So it has a lid that opens up with space for very specific chocolates inside. Then it also has 2 drawers. So this one has some big compartments and this one some smaller compartments. And these will just slot in like so. This is a lovely piece, really cool for display. I like that you've got these drawers that pull out and open. Really, really cool piece. Then this, I think, will need a sticker. This is the body of the hot chocolate, so that's the bottom. Now the top looks very realistic. Looks like the ones I have in my cupboard. And this is all the pieces that fit in the box. So for the bottom tier, we've got 2 slabs of chocolate, one green and one brown in little cubes, and they should fit in here perfectly. There we are, that looks very nice. Then there's 3 bars, and these again look like they're wrapped in foil. They've got the chocolate shop branding on them, and they really do look like they're wrapped up. These are very cute, and I'm gonna guess that these go in the 3 spaces in this drawer, just like that. Very nice. And then we've got 6 chocolates, which must go in this top layer. So there's a heart-shaped one, there's another of this one. So these are some repeats from others that we've had in the set. I'm sure you will recognize them from earlier in the video. This is like a selection box of every single thing that you can get at this chocolate shop, which is very cool. Like that. So you've got a whole big cabinet drawer of all your samples of chocolate. And that is what's included in option number 8. And that's all the boxes open now. I've been laying everything down off to the side, so I'll show you that and then I'll do a setup in the building. So here is everything we just opened, all laid flat. I've made up all the paper pieces and box pieces and things like that as well. And now what I'll do is do a setup. I was going to do it on camera, but it was so fiddly because of all the tiny pieces to even get this set up that I think it's going to be a struggle. And I don't think you're going to want to spend ages watching me keep dropping bits on the floor. So I'll do it off camera and then be back with you in a second. And here we are. Here's the little setup that I have made using as many of the pieces as I could fit onto the counters provided. I always like to do my first setup with a Re-ment set using just the furniture that they've provided, and then obviously you could add more furniture into the shop based on what you have available. But these are the parts I didn't end up using, so there just wasn't enough room for everything. You get so many accessories, there just wasn't enough room for everything. But I think it looks really effective. Mrs. Cakebread here is demonstrating the scale for us very nicely. With this stuff piled up on top, it's a little bit difficult to see her behind, so you probably would want to maybe leave space for her to be able to see over, or the Sylvanian of your choosing to see over if you were going to set these up. Or you could have them as more of a backing piece and then have a smaller counter. But I think the scale is pretty effective. Just taking you off the tripod to get a better look at the details. And that's all for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed unboxing and taking a closer look at this Re-ment set with me. Let me know in the comments which was your favourite either accessory or box option. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again next time. Bye bye for now.